I brought last time when I was here, I brought flowers.
Really? Müssen wir das Schirm aus dem Auto holen?
I come here many times, and many times people bring flowers. I have never seen anybody bringing the flowers here. Always I find them.
Yeah.
And the people have gone. Always.
Okay.
It's very strange.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I will tell you the story about Agatha Christie in Chelsea. This is not something you will probably have known or heard before, because it's quite surprising. Until just 3 or 4 years ago, nobody came here. It was not known. This was our big secret. Agatha Christie here in Chelsea. Nobody knew.
Mm-hmm.
The books don't tell you. It doesn't mention Chelsea at all. Such a famous person. And yet, when you look at it, you find out that Agatha Christie lived here for 42 years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She died here. She's buried here. So why do they not mention it? Because it was our secret. And she wanted it that way. She wanted a private life.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So why exactly did this happen? Well, do you know about her first marriage? First marriage, it broke down.
Yeah.
And she staged her, be careful not to trip over this, she staged her own disappearance, even made it look as if it was suicide.
Yeah.
And she was missing for 10 days.
Yeah.
In that time there was bad publicity as far as she was concerned. Headline news, where is Agatha Christie? Is she alive? Is she dead?
Yeah.
All of this thing. She hated it, absolutely hated it. And so after that, she met her second husband, Max
Malone. Yeah.
Max Malone, that's right. And they decided to get married. And this is where the story here starts, because Max had been to college in Oxford, so he knew the area.
Yeah.
Okay, so they decided to get married, and they did this again in great secrecy, great privacy. They didn't want people to know. Very, 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 very secret. So they went all the way to Scotland, to Edinburgh, to find a small church in Edinburgh, and they got married in secret there. Hardly anybody knew. If you look at the dates on here, you can see that Max was much younger than Agatha Christie.
Yeah.
Maybe in that time it wasn't considered the proper thing for a lady to marry a much younger man. So what did they do? In their marriage documents, they both lied.
They kept their own name.
They both lied about their ages.
Okay.
So Agatha Christie became much younger, and Max became much older in the records.
Good. Why not?
An amazing story. Yes. So they decided to come here, and they lived here 42 years in Chelsea until she died.
Yeah.
And in that time she wrote most of her books here in Chelsea.
Yeah.
The vast majority of books were written here.
Okay.
And hardly anybody knew that she was here. It was a big secret.
Yeah.
If she met somebody and she introduced herself, she would say, "I'm Mrs. Malone." People didn't know who that was. Who is Mrs. Malone? A few people knew who she was.
Yeah.
And they kept it very, very secret and quiet. Nobody knew. Hardly anybody knew she was here for 42 years. It's astonishing. Such a famous person.
Yeah.
Stop and think, how famous is this lady? Incredible. She wrote well over 100 books.
Yeah.
Some of them under a different name. Mary Westmacott, she called herself when she was writing romantic books.
Yeah.
She wrote poems, plays. She was very prolific. She sold over 2 billion copies of her books. 2 billion! I am an author. My books have sold about 600.
We are colleagues. I wrote 2 books too.
Yes.
About Miss Marple.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
very
did,
interesting. But 2 billion.
Yeah.
And then there is a play in the West End of London
Yeah.
called The Mousetrap.
Yes, I know.
The
Still playing.
Mousetrap is still running in London
Yeah.
after 67 years.
Mm-hmm.
Over 27,000 performances. These are records.
Yes.
These are all-time records.
Yeah.
It's astonishing.
Yeah.
This lady,
Yeah.
Agatha Christie. But it doesn't end there. What about Max?
Mm-hmm.
Agatha Christie,
Let's go.
DBE, Dame of the British Empire.
Yeah.
Max, Edgar, Lucien Malone, KT, Knight.
Yeah.
He was Sir Max. Why? Because he was famous too.
Oh, really?
He was a very famous archaeologist.
Yeah.
Agatha Christie and Max, when they first met, they went to the Middle East,
Yeah.
places you wouldn't want to go to now, Syria
Yeah.
and Iraq,
Yeah.
and they did a lot of archaeology. They both did that. She was very much involved in archaeology.
Mm-hmm.
And he was such an eminent archaeologist. He was knighted for that. The person that sculpted his headstone couldn't spell archaeologist. But it's an understandable mistake.
Oh,
I
really?
don't
Yeah,
know-
I see it now. I haven't seen that before. Yeah.
I don't know that I could spell it.
Yeah. You put an A in between the E and the
Oh, the A and the E are
Yeah,
the wrong way
yeah.
around.
Yeah.
And there is in Britain we have Remembrance Day, all about remembering the war and the dead. And there is a poem that is always read out, and it was composed by somebody whose daughter did the carving on this headstone.
Oh.
And you can say, well, why is Agatha Christie buried here? Well, she lived in Chelsea all those years. She came to worship in this church, parish church, on Sundays, and she chose this very site where she wanted to be buried.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
That's right. Yeah.
But very few people associate her with this area at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Because we can't see.
You can see it. Yeah. Who lives in the building down in Wallingford?
Well,
Is there somebody? It looks like it is not in use.
oh, it is,
On the right side is a desk, table desk to see, and a lamp.
I think it is in use.
It is.
Yes,
Okay.
it is in private
Yeah.
ownership,
Yeah.
and I think the couple, certainly he, I think is German,
Oh, really?
but he doesn't allow anybody to go into the house,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But you can see it.
But it looks really.
Yeah.
It was just the one window on the right side of the entrance
yes.
building. The window, I could see a desk, a writing desk,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
and a lamp and some books on the table.
Yes,
and so
yes.
I thought somebody would be there, but
Yes, maybe on holiday.
yeah.
But that room you're describing, I think,
Yeah.
was where Agatha Christie would sit down and write her
And
books.
write her books.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. It's,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
But she also had her big house down in Devon.
Oh yes, she was born there in Devon.
Yeah.
The family grew up down
Yeah,
in Devon.
yeah.
And she does have, she had a number of houses,
Yeah.
some in London.
Yeah.
Yes, and she would spend quite a bit of time in London.
Yeah.
You know.
And yeah, habe ich gerade gesagt. Ja, habe ich doch gerade, yeah. And the house, or it is a very big house in Devon, is used now for the National Trust
National Trust, and you go
of
into
Agatha
it.
Christie. Yeah.
Have you been?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't
It is
yet.
worth seeing.
Haven't
it.
yet. Yeah.
It is worth seeing.
It's the next thing to do.
It's not only a nice house, but it has a large area of ground.
Yeah.
And a
Yeah.
beautiful situation. So it's if you go there, you want to allow lots of time, and you can book to park your car, because it's not easy. It's a restricted number of spaces to leave your car.
Yeah, I've read about that.
So if you phone ahead, it can pay off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
But this is very worth seeing.
Yeah.
So just over the wall here is where that barn was.
The barn, yeah.
Yes, yes. It was, they say, like a cathedral.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's a plaque on the wall here.
Yeah.
To mark Agatha Christie's centenary, when that would have been, it was decided to invite people to donate £100 each towards two things: the upkeep of the church, and for each donor to have a tree planted around this churchyard. So many of these trees were planted then. And the names on this plaque are all those people who donated the £100. There are some family members of Agatha Christie. Pritchard, yes, he's the grandson. Yes. He has all the royalties from the mousetrap.
Yeah. Okay.
So a wealthy man.
Yeah. And I think he's chairman of the Agatha Christie Trust.
Yes, he is. Yes, you're right. He has been here. I've met him. He's been here a few times.
Yeah.
And the other names on there's a few famous people.
Okay.
But most of the people there are people from Cholsey, just people from the village.
So
because it's our secret.
Yeah.
So we don't tell everybody.
Agatha had a daughter or
Yes,
a son?
a daughter.
A daughter.
Yes.
Okay. With Max or with her first husband?
The first husband.
First husband.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And she is mentioned on there, Rosalind Hicks.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. But the family never lived in this area.
No. Yeah.
Which is
They
why.
lived in Devon.
That's right. Which is why you don't read about the association with this area. But such a remarkable thing, such a famous person.
Yeah.
Yet nobody knew.
Yeah.
Very few people in the village ever met her, even knew she was here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So there you are. If you have any questions, I'm really too happy to help. But careful, you've got flowers right behind you. Yes. I'm still waiting to see somebody bring you flowers here. It's never happened.
Yeah. 2 years ago I had flowers, and I brought them here,
There are often flowers left here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes
She has got many friends in the world.
many fans all over the world. Yes.
Yeah.
I've been utterly surprised by what people have told me. There was one lady that I remember, one of many, and she stood more or less where you are. When I saw her, I was over there and I saw her standing there, quite an elderly lady, leaning heavily on two sticks, with a big pack on her back. And she came up to speak to me, and I said, well, where are you from? And she was from a small island off the coast of New Zealand. And I said, well, how have you got here? You can barely walk. No car, no transport. Just come on the bus.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Very big fan.
Yeah.
Very big fan. She has all the books, all of Agatha Christie's books. Such a big fan. But and she had this pack with her belongings on her back. I picked it up. Barely left it. But she was coming here. Astonishing. Another lady turned out to be from Siberia.
Oh my God.
And she was telling me that in Siberia, Agatha Christie, very famous in Siberia.
Yeah.
And she was saying there was a series of crimes, of deaths in Siberia, in one area. Nobody could understand what was happening. And then the mystery was solved. How? Somebody in that community in Siberia had a book from Agatha Christie. And they read it.
Yeah.
And inside it explained to them
How?
what was happening.
Yeah.
The cause of death. It was in this book, and the crime was solved through reading an Agatha Christie book in Siberia. This isn't true, is it?
Yeah.
So at the end, would you be able to introduce yourself to the camera?
Of course, yes.
Yes, please. Who are you? What's your name, please?
My name is Tony Rayner, and I have lived in the village of Cholsey for almost 50 years, and I love it. And I act on a voluntary basis as the local guide.
Yeah.
I say to people, I am the best local guide for the simple reason I am the only local guide.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
It was
much.
a pleasure.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to meet you too.
So here have your little donation.
Okay, well,
Whatever you do with it.
this has to go into the church.
We don't care.
I
It's
do.
just- it's
I
just-
do.
it
It
is
has
just-
to go into the church.
But
not
we
to me.
love to talk to you.
I am
Yeah.
voluntary.
Thank you
you
very
so
much.
much.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. So, and have a nice day.
Well, where are you going next?
We are going back to Naunton. Naunton, you know where that is? Like Burton on the
Cheltenham.
Water, Cheltenham.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's where we are on vacation
Oh yes, yes.
until next week, Saturday.
It
We are
has a-
leaving back to
It has a famous race course in Cheltenham.
in Cheltenham. It
Yes.
has, yeah.
Yes. It's-
Horses.
What? Yes.
You know horses.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much.
Come back with you.
Yeah.
We had just across here. You can see the structures for the railway.
Yeah.
Isn't Brunel, famous engineer?